Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be doing an unboxing and review video for the 1/6 scale fantasy fighting queen figure by War Story, which is one of the many unlicensed products to feature Tifa Lockhart in the wake of the super popular Final Fantasy VII Remake. So let's see if this is worth a spot in your display. In 2020, Square Enix has finally released the hotly anticipated Final Fantasy VII Remake, which fans had been clamoring for since the 2005 PS3 tech demo. And just like in the 1997 original, Tifa returns as Cloud's childhood friend, but still just as badass as ever. Meanwhile, War Story's biggest release that year was this unlicensed Geralt of Rivia figure from the Witcher series, which was met with a fair bit of criticism because the head sculpt on the final product was a far cry from the prototype. Then came 2021 with the release of this Tifa, which was a step in a direction. I'm just not sure if it's the right one. I got the deluxe version, which came with Tifa's party dress. And to judge a book by its cover, it looks like I'm gonna have to keep my expectations low here as well, because the deluxe sticker is upside down, and I'm hit with this strange quote right in the front of the box. "You're here. You have complied with our agreement." Some figures just makes you question your life choices before you even open the box. And here's the fighting queen herself. Oh man, it's like I've walked straight into a zoo because there are so many elephants to address. First being the likeness. I mean, I get that the likeness wasn't 100% to begin with, but this looks way worse compared to the promo pics. Kinda like online dating. And then there's the paint application. Compared to the quality of modern 1/6 scale head sculpts, this looks like it came out 10 years ago. Have you ever ordered a burger off a menu because it looked nice and plump in the picture, only to have the actual thing come out looking all sad and deflated? Well, that's exactly what happened here, except I was charged $150 for it. The face also doesn't match the skin tone of the rubber body. It's like Tifa forgot to put on makeup from the neck down. Oh, and the head sculpt sits really high, giving Tifa a bad case of giraffe neck. This really just tips the crap scale for me, because for the rest of this review, I'll have to tilt her head down just to get her most flattering angle. But to be fair, if you only look at the head sculpt, it actually doesn't look too bad. The hairstyle is pretty on point. They even got her little bangs here on the right, which is quite an ambitious feat considering it's rooted hair. There's even a piercing so you can put actual earrings on her. The hair tie is a red wire, which makes taking this on and off a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna replace this with a rubber band hair tie after this review. The costume though, that's another story. The black sports bra is just a lining stitched around the white tank top, which gives the illusion of a double layer. And that's a great choice because you'll never have to futz with this while posing. The suspender is a little unruly at times but sits on the figure fairly well. The black miniskirt is made of fake leather and has the same pleated segments in line with the remake. There are also these side pockets with the accurate stitchings and straps. The vambrace on her left arm is very intricate, with a separate segment at the top. And I love the details on her elbow pad. The right arm is simple and to the point. There are even two tiny materials that are painted on. These thigh-high stockings, which are unique to the remake, and her signature red boots, are all faithfully recreated here. So basically this figure is awesome from the neck down. Starting with accessories, we have this strange display stand, which is just a hollow box with the same figure logo, and the same immortal quotes as seen in the front of the box. Seriously, it looks like Tifa died in the year 2020 or something. The gloves have these game-accurate metal plates, as well as the nail polish. These chains here kinda fell apart over the course of this review, so I kinda wish they were just painted on instead. There are also two earrings, which is both good and bad because they're so tiny. One is the teardrop shape which Tifa wears normally. The other one is moon-shaped, which goes with the party dress. Sadly, both earrings are much longer than they should be, so they're easily tangled in Tifa's hair, and it's a real pain to get them unstuck. Speaking of the party dress, it's a little skimpy so there isn't a whole lot going for it. But I did end up using an extra figure body for this setup because switching costumes back and forth is a lot more trouble than it's worth. And like a smart person, I was able to deduce that War Story used the TB League body based on this desiccant packet found in the box. I don't know exactly which version they used, so for my spare, I took a wild guess and used the S10D model with a large bust and pale skin tone. Alright, let's speedrun the setup. I gotta say, the whole thing is shaping up pretty nicely with this S10D body. The giraffe neck is still an issue, but that's to be expected since both bodies are essentially identical. Surprisingly, the skin tone actually matches slightly better with the face than the stock body. The dress actually looks pretty good as well, with all the laces appearing like they should. It doesn't have the back straps that loop back up to the collar, but honestly I'm not expecting much at this point. The waist height took a little futzing to get right, but it's otherwise acceptable. The anklets and high heels are coming together very nicely, but the heels don't have the black insole and lining like in the promo pics. Though that is the least of my worries, considering all the other issues plaguing this figure. So there you have it, the 1/6 scale Fantasy Fighting Queen by War Story. I know I've been pretty harsh on this review, and for good reasons, but this figure has certainly grown on me, like some unmanaged quarantine beard. It somehow doesn't look that bad in hand. And because I'm aware of the bad viewing angles, I always just end up looking at this from its good sides. Perhaps one day we'll get a better Tifa figure. But seeing Square Enix's iron grip on toy lines over its IPs, I doubt we'll ever see any official figures released in 6 scale format. Still though, I can't recommend this figure in good conscience, because War Story has overpromised with its prototype, and under-delivered with its final product. If Tifa is a must-have in your display, then this figure feels like something you'll have to settle for, rather than something worth reaching for. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.